I built a full app using a Claude AI without writing most of the code. This is what vibe coding looks like, and I will show you how to do it. Let me show you the app that has been completely been developed by a Claude AI. So this is the travel planner app that you can see over here. Now this is the design that also been designed by an Claude, and now here I'm going to just write the place that I want to visit. So I'm going to just enter Paris and the budget that I have. So I'm going to just enter like $1,000 and the duration up to 6 days. Now I'm going to also select my travel style, which will be like adventure. Now I'll click to this generate my trip button, and the Claude is just planning our trip. So let's see what the Claude is going to plan our trip. So here you can see that this is how the AI just create a complete itinerary for the place that I need to visit, which is like Paris. It has given me the trip overview, the highlights, the best time that I can visit, a daily budget. As I've selected the 6 days trip, so it gave me the itinerary for the each day, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and everything that you can see over here. And the crazy part about this app is that I didn't use my 10% of brain to create this app. All the thing has been done by a Claude. In this video, I will show you how to build this step by step using a vibe coding. So now let's move, and now I'm going to use a vibe coding to just code my app by using a Claude AI. Now you will say that, Shivam, what is a vibe coding? So vibe coding is when you don't write a code line by line, but you guide an AI to build the app for you. Okay, so basically I describe like what I want to an AI. The AI writes the code. I'm going to fix the code and improve the code while I direct it. Okay, so let's move to the Claude AI, and let's first tell AI that what app that I'm looking, what app that the AI going to develop, right? So let's move to the Claude AI. Now this is an official website by Claude AI. You can just sign up in this official website. You can just directly search Claude.ai. Okay. Now I am using a Sonnet version. Now there are three things like Opus, Sonnet, and Haiku. As I've explained you in the last videos, if you have followed that, if you haven't, I'll just suggest you that follow the last videos of my channel also, because by that you get to know like how you can just use a Claude AI, ChatGPT AI, Gemini in the perfect way, right? So now what I'm going to do is that first I'm going to pass a prompt over here, and I'll just tell the AI that what app I'm looking for. Now what is a prompt? So a prompt, it plays a very big role when you need to get a perfect reply from an AI. If your prompt will be very good, then you will get a perfect reply from an AI. If your prompt will not be very good, you won't get a perfect reply from an AI. Okay, so now I'm going to just write a prompt over here, or the app that I'm looking for. So I'm going to just write like we are building we are building an AI travel planner app with input destination budget and the days. Okay, so this is what that I can just pass. Okay, budget and the days, and then the AI will just give me the complete plan for that trip. So first create the home page UI with these three text field and I hope spelling is correct. Okay, field, yeah. So text field, and then add a generate trip button. I need to first create the UI with a proper design and a spacing. So use some colors and the icons as well. Okay, so this is how you can just write a prompt like exactly like what you are looking for. So I'm going to send this prompt and let's see what result we get. I think so we have just forgot the main thing is that I need a Flutter code for this. I need a Flutter code for this. Yeah, it's done. Now let's send this. So we're going to check a front-end design skill. Now let me create a beautiful Flutter UI for that AI travel planner app. So Flutter AI travel planner app homepage UI. So it's creating that. Let's see what response we get. We have already done a vibe coding by using a chat GPT. So this is the first time that I'm trying to vibe code by using a Claude AI. If you haven't followed that video, then I'll recommend that follow that video as well, where I use a chat GPT to vibe code in a Flutter app. Okay, Claude is taking some much time rather than a chat GPT because I've tried a chat GPT as well. It's going to give me the result very frequently, but Claude is taking a lots of time. Let's see, let's wait and let's wait for the result that we get from a Claude. So here you can see that this is the Dart code that I got from an Claude. I really don't know that what they have just sent me. Okay, that's a lots of code that I can see over here. So let's copy this from here and let's directly paste this. Okay, so let's copy this and I think so it's a main.dart page code. So I'm going to directly paste this completely over here. I'm not going to use anything else. Maybe we can just copy this, right? So copied, yeah. Now let's paste this. Okay, we have just pasted the complete code. Now let's run this first. Okay, so now you can see that this is how Claude has made the UI. Wow, that's really great that I can see over here. Exactly, because I didn't expect that Claude can just design this type of app as well. If you hire some designer like UI designer and you told a UI designer to design this page, also the UI designer can't design this page what Claude has done. So I'm totally impressed with the Claude that what he has done over here. So it has just wrote like travel planner, plan the perfect trip with AI assistance, 50k plus destination, 4.9 2 million. Okay, where to go? Okay, so they have just passed a drop down as well. Okay, there are the lot many options that you can pass like USD in the European currency, I think euro, pound, INR, and okay. So for example, I just choose INR. I can just enter the amount as well. Okay, number of days, travel style. Okay, beach, adventure, cultural, relaxation, generate my trip button. You can see that generate my trip button is also looks really great. What the shadow that we have passed on this button is also really great that I can see. The popular places like Bali, Paris, Tokyo, Maldives. I didn't ask this much thing as well, but the Claude has just created this home page that I never expected I get from the AI. Okay, so I think so this is a plus one for an Claude AI. Now I'm going to enter the place. So for example, if I want to visit Paris and let's pass the amount in USD. For example, I have a 1000 USD and the number of days, maybe the number of days we can just keep like up to 10. Okay, now for example, if I click to this generate my trip button, I want that the AI, Claude AI, to use a Claude code and create a complete trip for me. So now let's move back to the Claude website and just tell that to create a code for that. Okay, so that's really great. Now I want that when I click to the generate my trip button, the AI will just give me the complete or structured itinerary for that. Okay, so create the awesome design integrate uh, Claude Claude AI to create that page. So give me the Flutter code. So again I'm going to pass a prompt. Okay. Now let's wait to get a reply from a Claude. Okay, so he just told me that I have enough knowledge on Anthropic API. Now let me build the full itinerary and result page with a Cloud AI integration. So now I'm going to use a Claude code to just integrate in my Flutter app. Okay, so you will say that Shivam, what is an Anthropic API? Now you know that there is an open AI company that has developed a chat GPT. Now Anthropic is a company who has developed a Claude AI. So that's why we are using an Anthropic API. Okay. You know that when you want to integrate a chat GPT in your app, you need to use an open AI API. So the same thing is over here. The company that has developed a Claude is an Anthropic. So we need to use an Anthropic API to get data from a Claude AI. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay, so now this is the code again that has been generated by an Claude. Now it also told me that use a HTTP dependency to your perspec.ml file. So we just need to add this. So let's copy this and let's move to the perspec.ml file and just paste this over here. Okay. Now they also told me that use a Anthropic API key. Okay, and add a internet permission. Okay, so they are telling me to add an internet permission where in like Android manifest XML file. Okay, so let's paste this. Okay, let's move to the Android app buildgradle.kts src main Android manifest, and we just need to paste this over here, something like this. Okay, now once we do this, all the original fields they have given me. Okay, I think so it's totally done. Now let's copy this code. Okay, so there is a lots of code that have been written over here. Now what I need to do is that let's directly just copy this code and let's paste this complete code over here. So yeah, so let's paste this over here and let's see what result we get. Exactly, I also don't know about this. So we are facing some error. Okay, we have just added this package, so successfully run this package first. Okay, I guess error has been gone. Now let's first save all the file. Yeah, now let's hot restart the app and I'm excited to see what result we get over here. Now make sure that you pass an Anthropic API key over here, otherwise it's not going to work. So use an Anthropic API key. Okay, now I am also going to explain you that what all code has been written over here. It's not like I am going to not tell you that what prompt that the Claude has passed and what really the Claude code is. Okay, so we are going to do that as well. Now once I add that API key, now let's test this. So for example, I'm going to just enter a Paris. My budget is like $1,000. Number of days maybe up to 6. I need a travel style will be like adventure. Okay, and then we'll just click to this generate my trip button and let's see what result we get. So Claude is planning your trip. Okay, that's a beautiful thing that has been added over here. You can see that once I click to this, the text has been changed just to know that the user that it is loading, and we are calling a Claude API to get all the data. Okay, so it's loading. I think so it's going to take some time. I didn't face any error till now, but let's see. Okay, so you can see that I got a result from an Claude, that this is the page that has been created by Claude, and this is totally an AI generated. It has totally written that Paris 6 days and USD $1,000. Wow, it's also good. Now trip overview, experience a Paris through an adventurous lens with a budget friendly 6 days journey combining iconic landmark, okay, with a thrilling urban exploration from cycling through an hidden neighborhood. Now it also gave me some highlights, but you can see that once it has given me the highlight, but it has been bottom overflowed by 23 pixel, bottom overflowed by 55 pixel. Okay, so now it has given me the highlight, but I think so Claude has just forgot that we need to make this app really flexible. Okay, if I won't make this app really flexible, and if you try to test the app on the multiple devices, then you might face this error. So this is the thing that the Claude need to fix. Okay, so don't need to worry, let's see. This is the like explore the mysterious Paris bike adventure. Okay, nightclub. Okay, and then the best time is like May, June, or September, October. Daily budget will be like up to 140 to $180 per day for the 6 days budget, right? And it has given me the itinerary for 6 days. Wow. So day one I can just write budget hostel check-in 10 a.m., settle into MIGE 43 hostel in LE Marriage district. Okay, so it gives me some location. Now you can see that there is an bottom overflow pixel error because everything is done perfect by an AI till now. But the one thing that has been missed by this AI is that we need to make this app responsive if we are testing the app on the multiple devices. Now the second thing, once we do a check-in, then we need to move to the river bank explanation by 12 p.m. In the 3 p.m. I can navigate to a medieval street. Then I can use found a street food hunt in Latin. Okay, travel trip. Okay, so they have just give me some tips as well, that what all tips I can follow just to save my money as well, and the thing can be completely be done in that budget. Okay, so this is for the first day. They have added for the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day. Wow. And I can see that they have just changed this as well, like alternative culture and night adventure, final adventure. Okay, royal palace and a garden adventure, Montmere, sorry for that if I'm pronouncing this wrong, underground mysteries and all. Okay, now this is really great, and I think so. I didn't expect this, the AI, to develop the app with this beautiful design, and what response I get exactly from this AI. Though there is an important overflow pixel error that I can see over here. Now this can be fixed easily. You can just tell the AI, and you can see that what thing they have just added. And they have also added one option like save itinerary over here, and once I click to this, maybe they didn't have added the code for this, and we can just click to this replan and we can just move over here. Okay, so this is what that has been done by an Claude, and I think so it's really great till now. Now let me explain you the code that has been written by an Claude AI. So I'm going to explain you the Claude code now. Like this is a Claude API service, and they have just passed a prompt over here. Now as I've told you, the prompt plays a big role over here, and we are getting the result according to the prompt that we are passing to an AI. So it has wrote that you are an expert travel planner, generate a detailed, realistic and exciting trip itinerary. Trip details, we have just passed a trip detail like destination, total budget, duration, travel style. Okay, we have selected travel style. You can see that there are 4 things, so they have just passed a travel style. Days we are going to enter on this text field. This is for the budget, and this is for where you want to visit. Okay, return your only valid JSON, no markdown, no backtricks in this exact structure. Summary, 2 to 3 sentence trip overview. Okay, the summary will be just like up to 2 to 3 sentence. Highlight 1, highlight 2, highlight 3. You can see that there was a 4 highlight. Now that has been created by this highlight. Okay, now there is a best time to visit, as I've shown you the best time visit as well. Now let me click to this again, and let me show you that so that I can explain you very easily. Okay, so here we land, and here you can see that according to the prompt, it has just wrote a summary, and this is the summary. And as I told you, there is a highlight, so it has just wrote a highlight 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have just told that to give a 4 highlight, and it has given us the 4 highlight. Best time to visit, a short string has been written, like in a short string just mention that, so it's like April, June or September, October. And then I pass like estimated budget, currency XY per day. Okay, so the currency and for the per day. Okay, so 150 to $180 per day. Okay, now it has also given me the itinerary that for the day 1 the theme will be arrival and the first impression. Okay, now the activities, time will be something like this: title, activity name, description, 2 sentence description, emoji will be used something like this, type will be attraction. Okay, so you can see that this is how the prompt we have passed, and according to the exact prompt we get the result. So prompt plays a very big role when we need to get a result from an AI. Okay, now this is the thing, and it also pass some rules over here. Include 3 to 5 activities per day. Type must be one: food, attraction, travel or hotel. Make description vivid and specific to the destination. Emoji must be relevant to the activity. Okay, now these are all the things, and then I've just passed like final response is equals to await http link, because we need to call this respective API. As I've told you that to get an Claude AI response, we need to use an Anthropic API. So we have just used an http link of an anthropic.com, and this is the exact API link that you need to use to get a response from an AI. And this is the header, and in the header we have just used an API key, a content and Anthropic version. Now there is a JSON encode model, and we have just passed a model Claude Sonnet. Now there are three things I've told you: Haiku, Opus and Sonnet. Okay, so we have just used a Sonnet because Sonnet is really best for the app. It is like budget friendly, and Opus is very high in budget, and Haiku is low in budget, but it's not very good for the app. So you can just use a Sonnet, and through this Sonnet you can just get an perfect result. Okay, now just pass a max token to 400. Now this is a role, and then we have just passed like response just status code, and we have just decode the JSON decode response.body to the map. Now as I've told you many times before as well, that Flutter doesn't read a JSON directly. Okay, now we need to convert that JSON to a map so that the Flutter can read what really that it is. Okay, now if you have any confusion that what is a JSON, what is a map, what all the things had been shown in the API, I can't understand that, then I will recommend you that we are going to just launch the course in the Udemy, where we are going to cover a small and the basic things about a Flutter, about a AI and everything. Okay, so I'll just recommend you that follow that course. By following that course you will get to know like how you can integrate a complete AI to a Flutter app, all the basic things about a Flutter, because the code has been given by completely by an AI. Now if you don't have an idea that what code has been written by an AI, then how you can just edit that? You can see that you are facing a bottom overflow pixel error. Now AI will also make a mistake, because in this world nothing is perfect, so the AI will also make a mistake. Now to solve that mistake you need to know that what code that has been written by an AI, so that you can also set up the things and you can tell the AI that these are the mistakes that you have done, and just solve that and give me the perfect code for that. Okay, now to know that you need to know what has been written over here. So that's why that course will teach you like what code or how you can just get to know like what all things we get from an AI and how we can just use that. So you can just get a link in the description box, and you can just click to that link and can get a course. Now this is the complete thing that has been written by an Claude AI, and I think so we have just created an awesome app by using a vibe coding also by a Claude AI. So if you like my idea, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and if you want to cover any videos related to some awesome ideas, you can just write in the comment box. Until then, keep coding, keep having fun. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.